Hello students. In last video we covered the potassium sparing diuretic. Now let's see the next class of diuretic, high ceiling or loop diuretic. The loop diuretics acts mainly at thick ascending limb of loop of Henle. Thick ascending limb of loop of Henle. These diuretics produce peak diuresis which is much greater than other diuretics. Means loop diuretics or high ceiling diuretics, these are the most powerful diuretics than the other diuretics. Loop diuretics inhibit reabsorption of sodium ion, chloride ion and potassium ion by inhibiting sodium potassium chloride transport system at the thick ascending loop of Henle. By inhibiting this transport, these agents also inhibit the reabsorption of calcium and magnesium. The diuretics that belong to this class are extremely diverse chemical structure, means they are having a different types of structure. They not belong to the same category of the structure. These are classified in three classes. First, the organomercurial diuretic. Second is the 5-sulfoamyl 2 and 3, 2 or 3 aminobenzoic acid derivative, for example, furosemide and bumetanide respectively. Third is the phenoxyacetic acid derivatives, example is ethacrenic acid. Let's see one by one class. So first class is organomercurial compounds. These are the diuretics used in the therapy in between 1926 to the 1950, but they produces much more adverse effect, so they are removed from the therapy or treatment. Limitation of organomercurial compounds. Organomercurial diuretics block the sodium potassium chloride transport at the ascending loop of Henle by possessing the sulfhydryl group, SH group. And because of sulfhydryl group, it much more produces adverse effect. One more thing is that they cannot given orally because of their poor or erratic absorption through the GIT or renals. So they have given through the parenteral administration, but there is 1 to 2 hour lag in the onset of the diuresis. Means onset of action to produce the diuretic action. These drugs required 1 to 2 hours. Their activity depends upon the acid base status of the patient or individual. These diuretics are ineffective when urine is alkaline. So acidic urine is required for the diuretic action, and they are the toxic agent. They produces cardio or nephrotoxicity. So because of this much more adverse effects, they are not continue in the therapy. Second class under the loop diuretic is the 5-sulfoamyl 2 and 3 aminobenzoic acid. You can say and or 2 or 3 aminobenzoic acid derivatives. Here the general structure. In this is the 2 aminobenzoic acid and this is 3 aminobenzoic acid. Here benzoic acid group present, and at second position amino group and fifth position sulfoamyl group. So this compound is 5-sulfoamyl 2 amino benzoic acid, and this is the general structure of 5-sulfoamyl 3 amino benzoic acid. The example of this, first is the furosemide and second is the bumetanide. Uses, they are used in the treatment of edema, then next is hypertension and hypercalciuria, because along with sodium also it inhibit the reabsorption of calcium, so they can be used in the treatment of hypercalciuria, means elevated urinary concentration of calcium. And this hypercalciuria, it is prone to formation of calcium stones in the urinary tract. So to remove the calcium, this diuretic also used. Let's start the structure activity relationship of 5-sulfonamide 2 and 3 amino benzoic acid derivatives. Here you can see the both the structure. This is 2 amino benzoic acid and this is 3 amino benzoic acid derivatives. Common point is that the substituent at the first position must be acidic. The carboxylic group provide optimal diuretic activity. This first position, this should be a acidic group. Mostly it is carboxylic group because it gives maximum diuretic action. But other group we can replace, that is tetrazole, which more means respectable diuretic action, but more effective is carboxylic group. Second is the 5-sulfonamide, the sulfonamide group in fifth position. Here the fifth position, the SO2 NH2 group, sulfonamide group, is essential for the optimum, means highest high ceiling diuretic activity. So sulfonamide group should be there at fifth position in both the class. Next point under SAR is the activating group X in the fourth position can be chlorine or trifluoromethyl, phenoxy, alkoxy, anilino, benzyl or benzyl group. Mostly they are the electrovitri group, they are activating group. This X at position number 4, usually it is chlorine mostly, but chlorine can be replaced by the another group like CF3, phenoxy, alkoxy, anilino, benzyl or benzyl group. Next point in SAR, the difference between two class is the position of amine group at number 2 and the 3 position. The major difference between the two series of 5-sulfonamide benzoic acid is the nature of functional group that can be substituted at the second and third position with retention of maximum diuretic action. So for the first category, that is 2 amino group, substituent that can be tolerated on the 2 amino group of the 5-sulfonamide 2 amino benzoic acid series are extremely limited. Means only we replace the hydrogen of amino group at second position. The replacement is only with the few groups. The large group cannot be tolerated, and no deviation are allowed on the few that are acceptable. For example, only furfuryl, benzyl and thionyl methyl in decreasing order. The nitrogen of amino group, it can be replaced only by the three groups. That three groups are furfuryl, benzyl and thionyl methyl group in decreasing order. Means furfuryl group produces the maximum action, diuretic action. The less action is produced by benzyl, and another, the less action than the benzyl is produced by the thionyl methyl group. Means furfuryl group gives the maximum diuretic action. So second position on at the amino group is present, and the hydrogen of that amino group can be only replaced by the three groups, and that three groups are furfuryl, benzyl and thionyl methyl. The three amino compounds, the substituting on the 3 amino groups of the 5-sulfonyl 3-aminobenzoic acid can vary widely without affecting optimum diuretic action. So we can replace the variety of group. We can substitute variety of group on the 3-aminobenzoic acid derivatives, which without affecting much more diuretic action. So 2 amino group, only 3 groups can be tolerated, other groups cannot be tolerated, but many group can be tolerated at the 3 amino group of 5-sulfonyl 3-aminobenzoic acid derivatives. Here 5-sulfonyl 3-aminobenzoic acid derivative, this is general structure. The hydrogen can be replaced, the NH2, the hydrogen of amine group can be replaced by the R group. R may be a wide variety groups. Here for example bumetanide, here the chain of 4 carbon butane N-butyl group. Here this A, in this case the alkyl group is the saturated cyclic ring, cyclic butane. So different variety of the compounds or alkyl group we can substitute at the third position. Okay, so this is about the SAR of this 2 amino 5-sulfonyl 2 and 3 amino benzoic acid derivatives. Now okay, so thank you for your kind attention. Next part we start with the drugs, mechanism action and synthesis. Okay, thank you.